heaven. Oh, like that's a bit prominent.
It can go there. Ooh, it can be like a tip.
A tip?
Good evening.
Oh my gosh, you nearly bunged me in the head.
Sorry, I'm actually tried to... Good afternoon, good morning, good evening.
Haere mai atamaria pomaria. Konbanwa. Some stuff I know the words of. Oh, look, someone left. The second we went live. Isn't that funny?
It's so good evening to you. Say hi, like wave your hand and say hi. We are saying hi to you.
Yes, hello.
Good evening. We did a solid 2 minutes of practice just before.
Yep.
I'm going to try 2 new songs. We'll probably start with one.
Oh, which one do you want to start with?
Or do you want to start with one? Or do you want to do like a really difficult one to start with?
Like what? Oh my goodness.
John Legend's All of Me.
No, what?
I'm only kidding.
All of me.
Oh, hello, Phoebe.
Hi,
Highlander.
Phoebe. Highlander. Why is it saying there's one person?
Because everybody's in a time warp.
I would think so. Hi. So glad you can join us.
So glad you made it. Oh, well, let's do Shania Twain.
Serious? Well, I guess it's a start, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, hang on.
You're still the one.
Hang on.
Yes, I mean, that is... it says there's 3 right. Maybe we just... Whatever statistics that we see is just wrong. So there's definitely 2 because, Lander, you've said hi. Hi.
Yeah.
And Phoebe,
there's
you've
3.
said hi.
Phoebe says there's 3.
And there's 3. So the last person, good evening. Hello.
Yeah. If you're there, person, come and talk to us.
And we are going to move around. I'm just going to move my chair.
I'm going to put that down.
Because I was...
People are ghosts. I agree.
I think I just did something to my back.
What? Are you serious?
Oh, yeah, that hurt. That hurt. Don't you hate it when you do that, like, oh, I'll just go and reach for that pen that's in that really, like, my eye line can see it. And then you reach and you do something really weird and you pull something and it's like, uh-oh.
Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Thanks, Phoebe, because we only can see one person, so we might need you to do our statistics.
Yeah. Thanks.
Right.
Thanks, Stats.
Thanks, Stats Girl.
Stats Felfa. Hey, Stats Felfa. I kind of want to keep going with that. Like, there's another part. Stats Felfa. Felfa Stats.
Stats Felfa. What's that? A name?
Felfa Stats. Felfa Stats.
No.
If you say it quickly, it sounds like
Stats
something real.
Felfa is way better.
Stats Felfa.
Sounds like a nerdy movie title.
It could be. Now, I'm just trying to remember. This is Shania Twain, and we'll just try and get a key so Emma knows where we're going.
Looks like we made it. Look how far we come, my baby. Phoebe, you want to sing too? In your room, I guess. Be cool if we could get people to feed in and sing with us.
That's the problem. My chair was... you could do like a multi-twitch.
Oh.
We can do that through Discord, right, Phoebe? I'm pretty sure you can. I know you can do multi-voice chat on Discord. So...
I've got my fat pants on today, by the way. It's actually a dress. It's not pants, but anyway, you get the idea.
Okay. Cool.
Sweet as. Sweet.
Right, so you're cool with that. Then we'll just make our way through this.
Okay. Hello, 4 people, 2 of whom we know who they are, and the other 2, please make yourself known if you can, so we can say hi and interact, because we do that. In between subjecting you to our Musical prowess, if you want to call it that. Right, you got your shit together?
Vaguely.
What, are you waiting for me to do something? Looks like we made it. Look how far we come, my baby. We might have took the long way. When you would get there someday, they said, I bet they'll never make it. But just look at us holding on. Ooh. Still together, still going strong. You're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. You're still the one that I love, the only one I dream of. You're still the one I kiss goodnight. Ain't nothing better. We beat the odds together. I'm glad we didn't listen. Look at what we will be missing. They said, I bet they'll never make it. But just look at us holding on. We're still together, still going strong. You're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. You're still the one that I love, the only one I dream of. You're still the one I kiss goodnight. Still the one. Sorry, I just lost my place there. Just wait for you to get me into there. Get me in that parking spot. You're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. You're still the one that I love, the only one I dream of. You're still the one I kiss goodnight. What was that? I'm so glad we made it. Look how far we come, my baby. Wow.
I just kind of. So the problem there was I couldn't hear anything. I could hear you sing, but I couldn't hear what I was playing.
Can hear you. 5. I did see that. High five, people.
High five.
High
five.
Oh,
Give
hang
us
on.
a high five.
High five. High five.
Oh, you. I was
Actual
trying to,
high five.
I was trying to high. I was
Real
trying to
high
five
five.
high up
Oh.
the 5 people there, but well, not again. Not you.
Why not? You're there. Can
I'm
do it.
I am right here. I don't know about you, but playing that song is a nice song to play.
Cool.
Okay. was so hoping you'd keep talking so I could just take a drink of this
Well, have a little
fine
drink.
whiskey.
Have a little drink. By the way, just for those who are here all the time, I only have this is a week-long bottle. Well, actually, it's a couple. I only have a drink when we do this. Is that twice? So I have 2 glasses a week. Ooh. Did you wanna? What are you playing?
I just really that was
Oh.
like sounded a little bit like Dire Straits, which we were gonna try and do.
You're so far away,
So far
from
away from
me.
it. I'm just going to put that in there.
You're so far.
We have a
just
list,
Can't see.
which I can actually just
You're
fire
so
up
far
there.
away
If anybody
from
wants to
me.
check out the song list,
Can they see the song list?
they can see the song list
Right.
when I hit the right keys somehow. I don't know. I'm just trying to. I'm making bits up. So
So I was just going to say, in today's coronavirus news, France went into a 4-week lockdown, like total territory
yeah,
lockdown.
I heard about that.
Yeah. And oh, 7. Hi, 5 other people that aren't Phoebe and Landa, because we come and say hello to us, all the people, and then you can talk to each other as well in the chat. Also in today's news, a right-wing news pundit on American television told everyone that we're all living in quarantine camps. It's not true. It's lies.
Yeah.
Clearly, we are not in a quarantine camp right now.
I did notice on Twitter there was a couple of, you know how you get your news on Twitter. There was a few things about how New Zealand is in this sort of lockdown state that, you know, you're not allowed to do a whole bunch of things. Now, I can understand where people think that came from, but inside New Zealand, most people are okay with everything that's going on. We don't have mass protests. We don't have really upset people. We are just trying to take care of our community.
I did see some odd American man comment that the Maori are not rioting yet. I'm not quite sure what he meant by that.
No, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
No. It was in relation to the quarantine camps that don't exist.
Yeah.
Yes. And apparently we're communists.
Which we fully are not.
It's
Right.
very strange, don't you think?
It's very strange that, well, you know, if people are getting things wrong in our country by their comments that we see in the news, it's just about how it works in reverse. You know, like the country that you are in, if it's not New Zealand, then it's some other country. Imagine what we're learning about your country through the news that's not reported
real.
correctly. That's
Maybe
a
we
little
just
scary.
be a big, massive disinformation debunking channel. Why don't people
could
do
be.
that? Just have like robust discussion. You go, rather than have a person who doesn't live where you live tell you what's happening where you live when it isn't happening, actually just go, what's actually happening where you live? Wouldn't that? Oh.
I think that
Oh yes, no, that's true. This is very true, Phoebe. Anyone who is 1 centimetre lefter than America is a communist.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're not.
I can't say anything further than that.
Basically, anyone who lives in an industrialised nation is pretty much capitalist model. Except for the Chinese.
So, Emma, would you like to try sweet dreams? Or have some sweet dreams? Do you have sweet
I
dreams?
don't have any dreams. I don't dream. And if I do, I don't remember. Can you do it?
Can I dream?
No, can you do sweet dreams?
Yes. I was about to start and not really look at what I was doing.
Yeah, I see that. They're just jealous of your free healthcare. We also have free-ish healthcare. you getting a key. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Right, you're right there. You're just figuring it out. We've never done this, by the way. This is a frequent, I would say, frequent feature. Is that about 10 minutes before we do this, I go, oh, what about this song? Or Sebastian goes, oh, I think we should do this song. And I go, fucking hell, I don't remember that song. And then I have to quickly listen to it, and I'm like, oh, shit. And then we choose the song, and then it turns out that one of us either can't sing it or play it on the guitar, and we get about 2 verses in, and then we go, oh, no, fuck it, let's not do that.
And we're going to smash this one.
Oh, are we?
We're going to basically paint the sky white so there's clouds and rain.
This whole thing is really just a massive experiment, and you guys are the willing, because you're here, participants in our madness. You got it? You sorted?
I'm just gonna let me know if the guitar just gets too annoying, because I for some bizarre reason I can't hear it particularly well. I can hear myself.
Also, if there's any sound issues, please let us know, because we don't know. We haven't got a clue. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the 7 seas. Everybody is looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Hey, 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 hey. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. I'm fully not doing that hold your head up business. What how is that supposed to translate?
I thought you were going to.
Hold your head up. Keep your head up. I don't know. Yeah. See? I was like reading that going, what is that part of the song? I don't remember that. And then I was like, oh no, that's when it all gets a bit shouty. I wonder if you can't really take that bit out, can you?
Maybe we could do an arrangement.
Well, I think we might need to. Thank you, Phoebe.
Just try, instead of shouting, just do a sing of it.
What?
Hold your head up, moving on.
Maybe you need to do that.
Keep your head up, moving on. Hold your head up, moving on. Keep your head up, moving on. Hold your head up, moving on. Keep your head up. Doodle-little-little-little.
Oh dear, some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Hey. Oh. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I See, that's good. That worked because it goes on too much.
And
I have real issues with them when they just keep going on and on and on.
and if you ever play guitar, there's parts of songs that, I mean, it's just playing chords, just what I can see is the chords. And NC means no chord. Well, for the next, like, verse part, there's no chords. So I'll just sit here and I'll just go right ahead, Emma.
Yeah, no.
Do it. Okay, well, we could make an arrangement of that.
Yeah. What do you want to do now?
Oh, Anchor Me.
Oh.
I keep trying to thinking of more female songs because I keep putting in male songs.
Yeah, but I don't really think about songs that way.
Well, I'm just trying to think of your register.
Yeah, but the thing is
There's a lot of
about
money
that.
in it.
Yeah, I have no money in my register. What did you say? Anchor Me. Anchor Me.
This is a wonderful New Zealand song, and Don McGlashan, who is part of the Mutton Birds, he's actually touring. And
He is. And one of us is going to see him.
oh, wow. And also
Yes.
Neil Finn, who's a part of Crowded House.
Yes.
Crowded House, I think they're on tour or they're releasing a new song.
Pardon?
And Neil Finn is a part of Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, he replaced Lindsay Simpson.
Yeah, and how crazy is that? Like, we're basically Fleetwood Mac.
What?
Well, think about it. We play Crowded House songs,
Right.
and Neil Finn is in Fleetwood Mac, and we
Oh.
haven't done a Fleetwood Mac. Oh, we've done Landslide.
Right. Oh, hi, James. Hey, bro. Lindsay
Buckingham.
Buckingham. Thank you. Lindsay
We're not really talking about the royals here, James.
No, Lindsay Buckingham Palace. Lindsay Buckingham Smash Palace.
In New Zealand film history, there was an incredible film called Smash Palace with Bruno Lawrence, and I can't remember what the female actor is, but
It's Greer Robson.
and she was the young daughter.
I danced next to her in a nightclub once.
Incredible movie. If you get a chance, New Zealanders or non-New Zealanders, watch Smash Palace. It's about dysfunction in a family and alcohol, maybe.
Yeah, but he was an alcoholic. I used to play golf with my granddad. Apparently. And by that probably means once my grandfather played golf with Bruno Lawrence. So, hi everybody, again. Hi my brother. Hello my family. Right, yeah. Full fathom 5. Someday alive. Singing songs that come from dead men's tongues. Anchor me. Anchor me. As the compass turns and the glass it falls, where the storm clouds roll and the girls they call. Anchor me. Anchor me. Anchor me. Anchor me in the middle of your deep blue sea. Anchor me. Anchor me in the middle of your deep blue sea. Anchor me. Anchor me. Let the salt spray lash the shivering skin, where the green waves crash and the whirlpools spin. banshees cry, and the bells they sound when you lift me high, when you pull me down, when you pull me down. Gotta do that twice. We'll just start the chorus.
Where did you want me to start?
Anchor me in the middle of your deep blue sea. Anchor me in the middle of your deep blue sea. Anchor me, anchor me, anchor me in the middle of your deep blue sea, your deep blue sea. In the middle of your deep blue sea, anchor me in the middle of your deep blue sea, anchor me. I'm like, we need to stop now.
Like, I thought I was just going to keep going. I was
No.
going to keep going until you said something, and then you said something straight away. I'm just going to step away for a sec.
Why? What's
Because I
happening?
couldn't figure out why I just wasn't hitting these chords. Like, my fingers weren't working. And I thought, oh, I spiked my own whiskey, but that's not the case. My fingernails are just a little too long. They're not long at all, but
I don't think anyone can see.
they're just long. Well, I did it quickly because in case.
Just in case.
So I'll just stab him. You just entertain.
Entertain me. So, what? Let me entertain you. Let me entertain you. Is that the one where he takes all his skin off? Let me entertain you. I'm not going to take my skin off. It would be very, very awful. So, he's gone to chop his fingernails off. What is happening, everybody? Are we all... What's the time? It's 5:30 in Sydney. Oh, what? Hey, what is that? Hey ho, James. The Lumineers. Can hey and ho with a... Oh. Okay. All right. How was everybody's day? How was your day, James? My day was very average, very averagely normal. Nothing funny happened. In my job, it was very boring. Nobody's got any money. It's 11:30 p.m. It's night times. It's laying in bed and having snuggles in the blankets times. It must be cold by now, Phoebe. It must be getting cold. Has it started snowing yet? Productive and wet. Oh
Yeah.
dear, James.
I really would like to know what is productive and wet, like the truth and then the lie in that order, if you could.
Oh, it snowed a week ago. Gosh. Well, as you know, it doesn't snow here. So I know it sounds stupid, but I'm always jealous of snowy places. James says, wouldn't you just like to know?
It doesn't snow in here.
It's too warm.
I'm so productive and wet. Whoops, that was the wrong thing to say, I think.
It's just terrible.
Oh, okay.
Is
right.
it raining, James? It's very, I have to say, I walked out of my job today and I'm very tired of our weather. Winter is good weather when you're not stuck outside. Yeah, I can imagine. It wouldn't be nice to be stuck outside when it's snowing. When I went to Scotland, all I wanted it to do was snow. And we went during a big storm. Oh, yuck! 3 days of rain. And every day I was like, oh, please snow, please snow, because before we got there, as I said, there was a huge storm, and we almost couldn't go because the airport was closed. And on the very last day of 2 weeks, it snowed. And it was weird. It looked like flakes of polystyrene floating around in the air. That's me, the novice who doesn't know anything about snow.
And snow's quite different when you're around it all the time. Like if you just see it once or twice in your life or infrequently, it's like
It's so
miracle.
mysterious.
But it is, if you see it every day, it's like, oh.
Yeah. Well, it didn't snow 3 feet, I tell you. When I woke up in the morning, all the cars were covered in snow, and then we walked to the train station, and I was gathering it up off the back of the car, and it was all soft and smushy. And it was awesome, but it was also awesomely -6 degrees. And we had to go to a football game and stand in the stand in very cold weather. Oh, yeah. That would have been cool. Are you playing? You're so far away from me. You're so far, I just can't see. I don't even, there's something in this mean old town. I never know what he says. Here in a mean old town. And you're so far away from me.
Now when the sun goes down. You're so far away from me.
Oh, yuck.
I thought there was an X there, but
No.
it's an S and an E and then a W, so that's so.
So far away from me. We're really not doing that song though, are we?
We will at some point. Like that'll be our crowning achievement.
Did you try and look up the old 10cc?
Love is in the air.
Love is in the air.
Something.
Everywhere I look around.
It was something about love. I mean, most of these songs are about love.
Don't you think it's amazing how many songs you can hold in your mind? Love is in the air.
In what capacity?
Every sight and every sound. Well, you just, like, they're just there and you can just recall. Like, I can't recall text from a book, but I can tell you, like, if a song starts, I immediately know the words.
If you were reading a book and every time you got to the end of the page, I came along and slapped you in the face, not hard, but just like a soft slap, you would start to remember those words, right? It's like an emotional connection. I mean, that's my theory.
But no one's slapping me in the face while I'm learning the words to the songs.
No, but you're getting some sort of emotional investment, either through repetition, rote, or being drunk at a nightclub and falling off a bar.
Phoebe says that's why it's good to learn things while listening to music, because you can associate the thing to the song.
Mnemonics, isn't that like what's that learning tool that they teach kids? Mnemonics.
Isn't that thing with Kevin Trudeau, who's now in jail for fraud. Yeah. He was like oh, hi cat. Oh, jingles. Yeah, good idea. Yes, this is true. Hi cat, how are you doing? Phoebe, it's Auntie Cat. You guys should say hi to each other. Have you got the idea of this?
I'm not in love, no, so don't forget it.
Yes.
It's just a silly phase I've plugged the equipment into.
Really?
And
Is
just
that the key?
because I called you up. Should we change that from
Don't
call
get
to
me wrong.
I direct
Don't
messaged
think
you?
you got me.
I won't do that part. Don't get me wrong.
Don't get me wrong. Don't think you got it made. I'm not in love. No. Don't tell your friends about the two of us. I'm not in love. No, no. It's because.
How does this go?
What? Which
It's-
bit?
It's got like be quiet. Big
Oh,
boys
that's the bit
don't
where it goes,
cry.
be quiet, big boys
so-
don't cry. And,
Oh,
but
yeah.
she doesn't say big boys don't cry. She says big boys don't cry. Big boys don't cry. Big boys don't cry. You
Oh.
could almost do without this bit.
Okay, it's dropped. We dropped it. Going back to, I keep a picture of you upon the wall.
I keep a picture upon the wall. It hides a nasty stain that's lying there. So don't you ask me to give it back. I know you know it doesn't mean that much to me. I'm not in love, no, no. It's because. Hey, whoa, what's happening there?
And then we go to,
Which, no, are you gonna go to the ooh?
yeah, that's where we are.
What? Really? Oh, you wait a long time for me. Oh, you wait a long time. Oh, you wait a long time for me. Oh, you wait a long time. What was that? I'm not in love, so don't forget it. It's just a silly phase I'm going through. And just because I'll call you up, don't get me wrong, don't think you got it made. I'm not in love. I'm not in love. Big boys don't cry.
I was trying not to read the lyrics, and then I saw, I keep your picture upon the wall. It hides a nasty stain that's lying there.
Yes.
And I couldn't contain.
What? Well, you wanted to lie? Sorry, laugh?
Because it was like, it was this material.
Well, you know, it's all like, I don't like you. And anyway, it's only there because there's a dirty stain on the wall. It's not like I care. But don't ask me to give it back because I'm not going to give it back to you. But anyway, whatever.
Oh, maybe you completely missed what I meant.
Oh, God. Oh, yuck.
Like, maybe at the time when the song was written, that wasn't a thing, although,
What,
let's be
nasty
honest.
stains?
But now, maybe it's missed its part. Maybe it should have been earlier.
Ew. Well, that was not too bad for a never did that one before. Oh, you want us to do this in a coffee shop? Like,
Yeah, we could.
smelly cat, what are they feeding you?
I don't even remember Phoebe, have you seen all of the episodes of?
Oh, that's so funny because it's so relevant.
Because Phoebe is named
After Phoebe.
Phoebe.
Yeah.
Phoebe Boucher. Buffet.
Not Boucher.
I was hungry. Phoebe was named after. So in the chat there, Phoebe Felfer.
Felter.
What was the thing? Stats Felfer.
Yeah.
Felfer.
Stats Felfer.
Stats Felfer. Telfay. Phoebe Telfay.
Yes, Phoebe Telfay.
Well, that's just
It's not Telfay. It's Telfay.
If Phoebe was a boy, she would have been called Riker.
What?
Riker.
Why?
That was the name that I'd come up with if Phoebe was a boy.
My Lord.
And Riker was from Star Trek: The Next Generation.
I was like, oh no, make it so number one.
And I don't think. I mean, Riker was his last name. His first name was Will. I only just realised that. What? I don't know. Maybe we should have called you Will, but well, you're not.
William would have been my middle name because it's my dad's middle name. Yes, really. She's named after Phoebe Buffet, but not Riker. Yeah. You shouldn't know any naming. Like, you come up with names like Croaknut. Yes, fully. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's...
So someone was going to be called after Superman?
Ella, my niece, was going to be called Kal-El. God, I feel so boring.
Was that? Were you like totally serious? I mean, would you have completely committed?
Fully committed to that.
And would that have required like through the ages costumes? Like every year you'd have to, or there'd always be a like Supergirl, Superman costume.
Yeah, that would have been so. Oh, that would have been so awesome.
And they might have taken on that persona and really sort of dug deep with that.
Truly. Oh, you're kidding me. Khaleesi.
Was she blonde?
My Lord.
Was the mother blonde, or was the father like what's his name, Jason?
Well, Daenerys became a thing name. See, I always, after watching The Golden Compass, I really loved the name Lyra, but I never had a girl, so that was the end of that.
I was about to say, it's not the name of an underwear, but it's
Lyra Belacqua was her name. What a fucking cool name. Oh, why can't I be Lyra Belacqua?
If you had the opportunity to change your name, so it was free, and and your driver's license and your credit cards and every other thing could just instantly change, what would you change your name to? I would change my name to. I just had the name. I kind of want.
You would change your name to Truck Pussy.
Truck Pussy.
Yeah. Yeah, the backstory there is that my mum had a person, some worky person, and she got chatting, and they had a young daughter who was about 2 or 3, and they got a kitten, and they asked the girl what she wanted to call the kitten, and and the child wanted to call the kitten Truck Pussy. No. Oh, thanks, cat. Yeah, I got this weird, very old name. And so did all of my siblings. We all got very, very, very solidly English names.
You did, actually. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Well, if my boys were girls, I was going to call Kobe Mia Emily, and Cole was going to be Riley Elizabeth, after my great-grandmother. Instead, he was Cole Henry, after my great-grandfather. And Kobe's middle name is the same as his dad's middle name, which is a family name, and it actually harks back to the De Burtons of Cumbria.
Oh, and Cumbria was a question last night.
It was. It's where the Lake District is.
The Lake District. And does that mean that if any of you have been to England, you probably have passed by or saw on a map or didn't even know it existed? There's a place in England called the Lake District, which is in Cumbria. Is it in the
That is
county
correct.
of Cumbria?
Yes, Cumbria.
Do you think we'll ever get to a point in the world where there are no countries and there are no suburbs and it's just one thing? So we instantly know. Like I'll go, oh, I live here, and you just randomly point
Well,
somewhere and
that's
the
kind
person
of
knows.
how it kind of a little bit works in Japan. Like when you go to the place, they don't have street names. It's fucking confusing.
So how do you know where you? where
Well,
to
there's
go?
like numbers in that, but it's all gridded and there's no street names. So they have a prefecture and then they have a chome. Mega City 1. I would like you to turn that into a comic series, James, called Mega City 1. We could make this collaborative, and maybe we could make up some songs about Mega City 1. This is what I like about this streaming flow of consciousness with other people around. Did you have another song that you wished for?
Yes, I woke up this morning and all I could think of was being one step ahead of you. I didn't realise it's actually the name of a bank in Auckland called ASB.
Damn it, James, don't tell me that. I'm so dumb.
And so I would like to do one step ahead of you.
Oh, okay. Let me. Oh, hey, look, I already had it. Oh, but does it have the words the way I want it?
The words the way you want it.
Yeah, well, sometimes the words are. Okay.
So we're just going to sort of turn it up a little bit here.
Oh, I just want to say, on the note of Judge Dredd, that he walked past my shop about in the last 2 months. Yeah, I was one step
So
ahead.
can you believe that Judge Dredd, who is from a fictional future, is in person walked past her
my shop? Well, it wasn't. Well, you know.
Was he busting heads?
No. Do you remember the first time we saw Judge Dredd at the movies and you didn't believe me? And he was sitting like 6 rows in front of us. And you were like, that's not him. And I was going, yes, it is. And you were like, no, it isn't. And I was saying, it bloody is.
Well, I think back on it now, and I missed my opportunity to get a selfie because cameras and phones didn't exist, and a signature, and I didn't have a piece of paper or a pen.
Yes.
So
I've now seen Carl Urban 3 different times. And I have a friend in Australia who, he was with me the second time I saw him. And I was going, hang on, there's Carl Urban. He's in the sushi shop where we were. And then my friend went to London with his family, and while he was there, he saw Carl Urban on the street. So he sent me a photograph of him, and then and then Neil saw Carl Urban at the airport in Fiji, and then I saw him again, but I didn't take a picture. I just was like, I just saw Carl Urban. So now there's been like 6 sightings in my lifetime.
And Carl Urban is doing his job because he's very urban.
But you know, in the pictures of him, in the pictures of him at the airport of Fiji, he looked like a weird old man with like Crocs on and a beard and a big weird hat and like dad pants.
Just imagine like mid your day off, and you've got all of the food. No one wants to see you. You're sitting at home in your tracksuit pants and you're trying to eat a kg of butter.
That's top. That's quality humour right there.
And that was one step ahead. Imagine eating a clock. That would be time consuming.
Love it. I love that. That's great.
Phoebe, you're nearly a dad.
No, she's funnier than you are. Ooh, burn.
Hold on, I've just got to no. Okay, so we're going to try one step ahead of you because I'm getting slightly uncomfortable with these really good quality jokes and I've got nothing to. So we're going to start.
Okay. We are. Yes, you have. You have surpassed him. It's very Jedi of you. Trying to figure out where I come in here. Funny. Oh, kapajo boom, pacha pow pow. James says, I'm not sure what the best thing is about Switzerland, but the flag is a big plus.
I did. Oh no.
Sebastian has a chart on the wall of his room that's got flags on it because he tries to remember them when we go to quiz night.
And I never remember any.
No. That's how good that is. Maybe you need to sing a song for every flag.
Phoebe used to sing The Countries of the World, and there was a point in my life where I had to remember her singing to answer a question of great importance.
What, any question?
Oh, I can't remember, but it's quite a clear memory. She used to sing, and I can't remember how the song goes. You know, these are the continents of the world.
She'll probably remember if you give her 2 seconds. One step ahead of you, stay in motion, keep an open mind. Love is a race run by two. Your emotion and my solitude. If I stop, I could lose my head, so I'm losing you instead. Either way, I'm confused. You slow me down. What can I do? There's one particular way I have to choose. One step ahead of you. Always someone makes it hard to move. She said, boy, I want you to stay, but I save it all for another day. If I stop, I could lose my head, but I'm ready for romance. Either way, I'm confused. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I can only stay one step ahead. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Stop. Stop. Here we go. Stop. Stop. I confess sometimes I don't know where I'm going. Part of me stays with you. I'm slowing down. What can I do? It's hard to stay one step ahead of you. One step ahead of you. Time is running out, catching up with you. One step ahead of you. When I hold you close, cannot really lose. One step ahead, only one step ahead, and she's one step ahead of you. Did you get that done?
Well, I did.
Get it done.
We made it.
Looks
so
like
far.
we made it. See how many lines it can turn into a song.
I would like to do a stream like this with Emma and I sing relatively okay, that it's not painful, and basically just as you type, I will sing. I will incorporate what you type, and I think I can do that. I do it when I'm by myself.
What are you talking about?
It's like singing, but it's like freestyle rapping, but singing, going down crazy roads. And maybe that's going down crazy roads. Crazy roads. I'll call myself Crazy Roads.
Oh, I'm sorry, my legs are sore. going down crazy roads.
Yeah, going down crazy roads. There's I've been on Twitch. I've been watching a few people who do freestyle rap, and it's
Right.
crazy. They sit there and they rap and they just talk about totally random things, and it's. I thought it was going to be silly, but they do really well.
Who?
The people I listen to, I can't remember
Oh.
their names off the top of my head.
I just had a big fat data dropout, and I was like, "Wait, what are you talking about?"
I didn't even know.
No. Anything else?
Well, I think the world's on fire, but you could save me, but you.
Oh, hang on.
Desire is strange because it makes people foolish, and they do.
What the fuck's this song called?
I've never dreamed, but I dreamed somebody like you. I feel like William Shatner. I invented shats. They're a type of hat.
A shat.
That's what he called them.
What? Like
It's Chris Isaac, Wicked Game.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. I'm having lots of data dropouts now. It happens quite frequently. It's quite awful. I'm data dropping people's names, the names of
A shatpo.
what the fuck. What?
Can you expand? Don't expand the shat part, but the two.
A shat pew. A shat pew? Per? See, where I come from, that's a shat peow. You just warming up, or you just waiting for me to get with the program?
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, hang on. I've got to sit up properly. I can't breathe properly. World was on fire and no one could save me but you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. Wow. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. And I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. Oh, I don't wanna fall in love with you. With you. What a wicked game you play to make me feel this way. What a wicked thing to do, to let me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say, you never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do, to make me dream of you. I don't wanna fall in love. Oh, I don't wanna fall in love with you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd love somebody like you. And I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. Oh no, I don't wanna fall in love. Oh no, I don't wanna fall in love with you. With you. Oh no, nobody loves no one. Every time we sing a song, people stop watching. It's almost like there's a correlation. When we're talking, there's quite a few people, and the minute I start singing, people go, "Oh dear."
Are we more entertaining that we? No, I've decided that not only can I not ask you, but I can't even remember how that goes. What I'm really trying to say is, are we more entertaining talking, or no?
Here's a question: if we were going to do a theme of songs, what would that theme be? Hit me up with ideas. Oh, this is true. Yeah, that's fair. It's fair because they're good jokes. I laughed. I thought they were very funny.
We probably need more jokes.
Theme?
Joke theme.
No. Sing songs theme.
So it'd be something like
So like I just had a thought in my head. No, it doesn't mean I want to do it. Just because I don't know why. So David Lynch theme night.
So we just did a David Lynch theme song,
Yeah.
and we could do like we were thinking about doing like a 70s
Yeah.
and then like an 80s and a 90s. And then we got to 2000s and I kind of put my hand up and went, I don't know enough songs.
You fucking nah. I could do. I don't know how to love him, what to do, how he moves me. I could do that one if you really wanted to force my hand. Or what about?
I'm not entirely sure what that song is.
It's from Jesus Christ Superstar. I've never even seen Jesus Christ Superstar.
Superstar. No, I haven't. I've seen like snippets of it.
Or what about? But now there's nowhere to hide. Since you took my love aside, I'm out of my head, hopelessly devoted to you. I don't do Frozen. Sorry, girls.
Phoebe does.
Freebie.
Phoebe does. She sung Frozen, and I got a video of it. It was cool. It was like I didn't realize it was a song that a lot of people could sing, and she nailed it. And if we could have her here, you're more than welcome to come over and sing with us.
Yeah. Come over.
You're just around the corner.
Yeah. Come join us. It's only 14 days quarantine. It's not that long. It's only 2 weeks. Then when you come here, it's all barbecues and beers and good times in the summer. Yeah, so musicals, says James, knowing full well I hate musicals.
Like La La Land, which I haven't seen.
I've never seen that.
What was that other one that was
because
more
it's a
recent?
musical. Guess
Yeah.
what? I don't watch anything that's a musical.
I tried Moulin Rouge and I got through the first like 20 seconds. Was it Moulin Rouge? No, I watched Moulin Rouge. Moulin Rouge was with the Australian and the Scottish. Oh, well.
What? It's Baz Luhrmann. He's Australian.
Yeah, Nicole Kidman was in it, and
Yes. With the Australian.
Ethan, not Ethan. It starts with E.
I don't know.
And he was like a Skywalker. No, he was a Obi-Wan in the first three
Ewan
movies.
McGregor.
Ewan McGregor, and he's not Scottish. He's English.
He's not English.
He's Scottish.
He's Scottish.
Yeah, see, I thought he was because he was in that
How
movie.
insulting.
My entire life evolves around movies. I get all my facts.
Oh.
Night Shift. Have we ever
Oh.
done Night Shift? We have done a very similar song. Very, very similar song. Hot Stuff.
Hang on. Night Shift.
And maybe we need to get someone to play the judge. Who can play the judge?
Of what?
Night Shift. That was a TV program, wasn't it?
Oh,
No, it
oh,
wasn't.
says Lander. Oh, yes.
By Lucy. No, it's the Commodores.
Marvin, who was a friend of mine, and he could sing a song, his heart in every line. Marvin sang of the joy and pain, he opened up our minds, and I still can hear him say, oh, talk to me so you can see what's going on. Got it?
Keep going.
Say you will sing your song forevermore, evermore. Gonna be some sweet sound coming down on the night shift. I bet you're singing proud. Oh, I bet you'll pull a crowd. You right? Gonna be a long night. Gonna be alright on the night shift. What?
Yeah,
You
keep going.
found another home. I know you're not alone on the night shift. You found another home. I know you're not alone on the night shift. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I can get that.
Jackie, hey, what you doing now? It seems like yesterday when we were working out. Jackie, oh, you set the world on fire. You came and gifted us. Your love lifted us higher and higher. Keep it up, and we'll be there at your side. Oh, say we'll sing your songs forevermore, evermore. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night shift. I bet you're singing proud. Oh, I bet you'll pull a crowd. Gonna be a long night. It's gonna be alright on the night shift. You found another home. I know you're not alone on the night shift. Gonna be some sweet sound coming down on the night shift. Sorry, I bet you're singing proud. Oh, I bet you pull a crowd. Gonna be a long night. It's gonna be alright on the night shift. You found another home. I know you're not alone on the night shift. You found another home. I know you're not alone on the night shift. Bling, bling, bling. That's my best go at that one, having not actually heard it for bloody ages.
I've never played that in my life and had no idea of the phrasing, so I'm going to put that in the list.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Round of applause. Thank you. Thank you for rounding out the applause.
The applause. Thank you, James. Thanks, Linda. Thanks, Phoebe.
It didn't save. I whispered to myself. Night shift.
Yeah.
I'm lucky I don't work at night.
Why?
I don't think I
Well,
would.
it's not really
need to.
about a night shift.
What is it about?
Oh. Oh. It's about dead people.
Is it?
Yes.
I didn't know.
Marvin.
Oh, and Jackie.
Yes.
Jackie Gleason.
That's why he says, what's going on? Because it's a direct intertextual reference.
Oh, well, I didn't know. And was that like an 80s song?
Yes,
80s song?
very much.
Okay.
Oh, it's okay. That's all right, Linda. We're all here. We're all here to learn. I'm learning.
Try not to read too much into songs because then I try to sort of play that angle.
Well, funny because that was the quiz question. Was the Stevie Wonder tribute to Duke Ellington? Well, this is the Commodores' tribute song. Remember that was the answer?
It was.
It was only like 2 days ago.
I'm trying to remember Duke Ellington. Is it? Do you say Duke with a
It'd
J
be Duke.
or Duke?
It'd be Duke.
You know the Duke.
Duke.
But you can say Duke Ellington.
Yes.
And so does that mean? So regardless of that, story still applies. No, it doesn't.
What?
Why do I keep starting? I start something in my head and then something intersects it.
Intersex. That's what?
I haven't had as long a day as Emma, but I have spent a couple of hours in New Lynn today.
Oh no!
And got up to speed with
JOB.
The job that I'll be doing. But kind of a little bit thrown by I had to rush home, and you dart through traffic thinking that you're Superman, and I got home and I just started setting up, and of course I feel like I haven't stopped setting up in my head.
Yay, says Phoebe.
Yay for what's that?
It's Japanese.
I know the character in the middle looks very familiar, but I don't know what it means. Oh, it was a bad time to give up drinking alcohol.
Looks like a. What's that one? It's katakana. I can't remember. So terrible. I only remember this one. No. Children can read it.
It's just
It's
a little
face. But oh yeah. Oh wow. it's a joiner. Watashi wa. Watashi. What? Watashi no namae wa Emma desu. Yes?
Yes, can you translate? I don't
My
know.
name is Emma.
Oh.
Or I could say to you, o genki desu ka? Genki desu ka?
Maybe tomorrow?
How are you?
Maybe tomorrow.
What about kei te piha koe?
I welcome you too.
Piha nā koe?
Yes, you can come back later.
Oh, kei te pai.
I'm good. No,
Mate,
I struggle with
Ka pai ai.
I struggle with languages, maths, numbers, English, spelling, syntax, grammar.
Watashi namae wa Phoebe desu. Well, my name's not Phoebe, but desu. Ah, so. My favourite. See, Landa knows. You can read that, can't you, Landa? Phoebe, you need to meet Landa. Landa is Kobe's auntie, and she can speak Japanese and read it as well. Can't you, Landa? Don't let me down.
And jokes.
Yes.
Phoebe, did you change the colour of your name?
To pink.
Because it's pink to us. And Landa, you're blue.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Landa, Phoebe is learning Japanese. Do you know, Landa? Ken's favourite two things in Japanese were daijoubu and kanjo onegaishimasu. I don't know why.
What does that mean?
Daijoubu, it kind of roughly, I guess, translates to is that okay? Are you okay? Is that all right? Yeah, right. Yeah, total. And kanjo, bill. Kanjo onegaishimasu. Can I have the bill, please? Helpful if you need a bill.
Could he speak Japanese?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And
well, a shitload more than I could.
Landa, can you speak Japanese fairly fluently?
Yeah. You could probably understand it totally fine. She lived there several times in her life. Helpful when your dad's Japanese too.
Yeah.
Right, you got a song? Girl, I'm in love with you. This ain't the honeymoon. Past the infatuation phase. Do you know that song?
No.
Yeah, he does. He does need to learn. Right in the thick of love.
I did try Duolingo.
Oh. I did Duolingo and I learnt one word that stuck with me, and it was mujer, which is Spanish for woman.
And so I tried, and you get to a point with learning things that, the app kept on reminding me to learn. And what ends up happening? Well, you get more annoyed at the notifications, and so you turn it off, and then you completely forget about it. So I tried to do my best to not feel bad about that. Is this a 1980s drama? No.
What?
It's a song.
Oh. Well,
by Sam Smith.
John Legend.
I have no idea how this song goes. You might have to do your miracle change chord hand.
Oh. What? Is that the chord?
It's really great because Emma, I can't see Emma, but she's looking at me saying, "Is that really the chord?" I think you're lying.
Is that it?
Well, it also could be,
Good.
but unfortunately, it's E flat. So that would be. I would probably have to listen to that.
Wait, hang on. Just, do you want to talk to everyone for a second while I just have a little interval with myself?
So Emma's going to interval herself, and I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the things that I've been trying to do in the past couple of months. I'm trying to do a web series about a robot and its flatmate. And basically, this robot sort of turns up one day and is trying to help this gentleman. And I reached a bit of a what's the word? I reached a particular point yesterday, where I've been able to manage to get the robot to spill water on me, and I'm doing it in 3D, and then I'm filming myself. So it was the biggest problem. I just couldn't figure out how to get it to look right, and it was looking perfect. It was so amazing. And then I changed a setting, and now it looks like it's going out sideways, like the water's going out sideways, and it looks like yogurt. So I've got yogurt falling on me, but not in real life. The idea is that the robot is going to sort of incorporate its self with this other person, and they're going to do like little adventures. They'll go to the store, and the robot just has no idea what it's doing, and it kind of needs some guidance. But the gentleman that it's with, he thinks that the robot is totally self-sufficient. So a little sort of madcap, Bojangles, I think.
What?
Bojangles that all up.
Just give me a second. Nearly there.
An Amazon 90-degree phone. We don't have 90-degree phones in New Zealand. We have 2 degrees, but the idea of people listening to putting it right in the ear,
What?
like you can't buy a phone that puts the sound through the headphones part.
Oh. Girl, I'm in love with you. This ain't a honeymoon. Past the infatuation phase. What? Right in the thick of love. Times we get sick of love. Bye, Phoebe. Have a good sleep.
Sleep well
Stay warm.
and have a fabulous levitation.
What?
Because it's cold.
Oh, right.
It makes no sense.
Yeah. Night, night.
Good night.
Times we get sick of love. It seems like we argue every day. I know I misbehave and you made your mistakes, and we both still got room left to grow. And though love sometimes, oh really? Sometimes hurts, I still put you first, and we'll make this thing work. But I think we should take it slow. Oh no.
Gonna have to practice that one.
We're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go, 'cause we're ordinary people. Maybe we should take it slow. Take it slow. This time we'll take it slow. Take it slow. This time we'll take it slow. Right, you want to practice that one, do you?
Yeah. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know why the chords are doing what they're doing.
Why the chords are doing that?
They have a life. They have a feeling.
What's the time? It's 1 hour and 32 minutes.
Emma told me before we came on that she would really like to hit 2 hours tonight.
I did not say this. Because then it's like 9 o'clock.
Think of what happens at 9 o'clock. You collapse.
I would like to ask anyone if they've watched the Frattle Bly Manor, because I can't remember the rest of the words. Has anyone watched that on Netflix? The Bly Manor thing. And if you have, what did you think? Because I just finished it last night and I was a bit like, It got a bit meh at the end. I don't think anybody watched it. And then half of our viewers left when I said Frattle Bly Manor. Oh, okay.
So we're going to do
Oh,
one song and then one more song, which makes two. And then
one song and then one more song. Well, that's 2 songs.
It's 2 songs, so we'll do 2 songs. But the second song will be our Sweet Goodnight song.
Just give me a second while I try and figure out what the real name of this thing is. Oh my god, why is the internet not working? In my eyes, indisposed, in disguise that no one knows. Wait, yeah, I haven't got the words. Na, 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 na. The Haunting of Bly Manor is what it's called. I sort of would recommend it. It's not bad. It's entertaining. Do you know what I really want to watch, but we don't have it? You might be able to help here. Tech Whiz. The Mandalorian has started.
I have Apple. Is it Apple TV?
Do you?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. We must watch The Mandalorian. Okay. Do you know, I still don't know the phrasing of this song. In my eyes, indisposed, in disguise, no one knows. Hides the face, lies the snake. In the sun, my disgrace. Boiling heat, summer stench. Neath the black, the sky looks dead. Call my name through the cream, and I'll hear you scream again. Black hole sun, won't you? What the fuck? It's called The Haunting of Bly Manor. And wash away the pain. Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Oh God, I'm out of tune. Someone's not. Me, I am out of tune. Stuttering, cold and damp, steal the warm wind, tired friend. Times are gone for honest men, and sometimes far too long for snakes. Oh. Oh, I just hear things and I think, oh, there's just something's not right there. Sorry, everyone. We'll get there. Just gotta just spend a little bit more time with that. TBH. Right. So you want to we're doing our completion?
Oh, did
song?
you stop?
Yeah,
you
I pretty
wanna,
much.
You
I
don't
pretty
really-
much pushed that one over.
She pooped that one out.
Yeah.
It's poop gone.
That one's pushed out of the wheelbarrow. We've kept going.
Oh, okay, right. Like it probably feels to you that we need so much more practice, and we actually practice. Well, we don't practice.
We don't practice.
We don't practice, but we're individually we're quite amazing. Like I play guitar like a rock god, and Emma sings like a rock god,
It's
like
really
a
don't.
opera god. But together, like the telepathy between us, just alcohol gets in the way.
What? No, it really doesn't. We're just bang average. Like we were at. So Sebastian has a quiz team, and I was invited to join recently. Well, the last few months, and the team that's the most bang average on the night wins cupcakes. And guess whose team was the most bang average? It was ours. Right in the middle. Not shit and not also awesome. But it's nice to get something for being average. A for average.
Right. Well, we're going to averagely be better home soon. Oh, that was just like a
Yeah,
real
that was
stretch.
really bad.
Segways. I'm pretty sure people are really good with segways. I mean, you just throw it in there. It's like you're basically directing traffic, and you're causing an accident.
I'm feeling like we need to rearrange the song like every single time. If we were really awesome, we could do it in different tempos, some kind of way, but we're really not, so we just do it the same way every time. Somewhere deep inside, something's got a hold on you, and it's pushing me aside. See it stretch on forever, and I know I'm right for the first time in my life. That's why I tell you, you better be home soon. Stripping back the coats of lies and deception, back to nothingness, like a week in the desert. And I know I'm right for the first time in my life. That's why I tell you, you better be home soon. Don't say no, don't say nothing's wrong, 'cause when you get back home, maybe I'll be gone. Sorry, that's my fault. It would cause me pain if we were to end it, but I could start again. You can depend on it, and I know I'm
bleep, 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 bleep.
Blop, 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 blop.
I realised why I've actually been struggling tonight. I thought it was the fingernails. Completely wrong.
You just mental?
I think it was a triple shot of whiskey in there, and it's going to push me over.
Dear.
It's more that you lose your ability to drive.
Yourself in the mood, the moment you want it.
And I'm not going to drive home. I'd like to do a variety show.
A variety show? That involves all sorts of people.
Imagine doing a show, like think of all of the people, famous people who you would like to talk to, but you get the chance to do a little show with people, and you'd bring them in, but it's like video streaming. Who would you end up as your first guest? You could just pick whoever you wanted. Who would it be?
On a variety show?
Yeah, like a Gordon...
Taika Waititi. I reckon. He'd be awesome. Don't you think?
Yes, he would be good.
Yeah, I'd like that.
I would go for Tom Cruise.
Oh, God. Well, we could just have Esty come on instead.
Yes. Well, we do have a little bit of a variety of show, which is unfortunately coming to an end.
Was that your segue?
Well, I was that was a long-winded segue, wasn't it?
Yeah, kind of.
Did you feel like I was planning that? I wasn't.
Yeah. See, now all I'm thinking about is telethon.
Telethon. They don't do telethons anymore.
No,
When's
because
the
we
last
don't
time?
have dial phones anymore either.
I'm not entirely sure that that's the reason.
Telephone. And
No.
anyway, people just have like crowdfunding.
Telethon.
And give a little.
Telethon was because it was on television.
Well, I thought it was just telephones. And they'd sit on that panel and they'd be like ringing, and you'd try to ring and you could never get through.
So how about we do a streamathon?
A stream.
Which means, how long did telethons go on for? How long was the...
Ricky Gervais, he says.
Was it 28 hours or 24 hours or something? It was like a Friday. It started on a Friday night.
Yeah, and if you were a dick and you stayed up all night and watched it, you were absolutely sick to your stomach by 2 o'clock the next day, and you'd have to go to bed, and your parents would be angry with you.
And I remember when I was quite young, I thought the best way to stay up was to go running that afternoon. And someone told me, no, that will just tire you out. And I went, that doesn't make any sense. When I run, I feel energized and I feel like I can do anything. So I went out into our driveway and I did like fake running
what year
on
was
the spot.
This? 1983 or something?
I had a bowl cut. And then I watched the telethon. It was probably about 8 o'clock in the evening. And by 8:30 I was asleep. And I woke up the next morning.
I watched it all night, and I actually made myself ill from lack of sleep. I didn't throw up, but I did not feel well.
It would have been great to be a part of, admittedly.
What, so you could like hang out with Peter Sinclair?
Well, no, but I mean, all of the partying that was going on behind,
and Ray Wolf.
They would have been doing crazy stuff like I don't want to soil the memory of telethons for people in New Zealand, but
these guys never saw a telethon, so it's okay.
They were doing lines of coke behind the the set.
Is that what your dad
Easily.
told you?
No, no, that's what I think. Even back then, I was like going, they come out, and they're super duper hyper.
So our claim to fame telethon was the year that Lisa Gibbons was there, and this guy who was on Coronation Street, and they fully hooked up, and they got married. But he was a real massive bastard, and I think he actually left her in the end. Oh, yeah. They had a baby.
And Lisa Gibbons was never my heartthrob. What was the guy's version of a heartthrob?
I don't know. David Hasselhoff.
Some sort of love interest. She wasn't. Tiffany was for a short period of time. But Lisa Gibbons and Tiffany were of the same ilk, right? They were both.
What was his name? Chris something.
I don't know. I never watched.
Anyway,
Coronation
he played. So his character, for those who have ever bothered to watch, he was Gail's very first husband in Coronation Street, and they killed him. I think they ran him over with a bus or something, like truly, because he met Lisa Gibbons and he moved to America to be with her.
Right.
So they had to get rid of him in the show. And the other great New Zealand romance that happened was Chrissy Hind meeting Jim Kerr. They met in New Zealand as well.
Okay.
Got married.
Ah, wow, I didn't know
Yes.
that.
It was like Sweetwaters or something like that.
Or bring back the telethons. If you can think of a way that we could do a streaming telethon.
Yeah, but who's benefiting from this? Us.
Well, there's no checks. You can't write. Do you know they've kind of outlawed checks? Not outlawed, but in New Zealand, one of the banks basically said they will no longer process paper checks anymore.
It's just stupid.
It is stupid.
But the whole point of the telethon was to raise money. So were we raising money in the aim of ourselves?
Well, imagine, you're donating to telethon.
You're making pledges. Remember, it was pledges.
You're donating telethon and you send them a check and it bounces.
Like you pledge money if certain things happen. Remember? And then you've got to dance around going,
That's right. Yeah, when they reach particular goals.
Money, we got lots of money. And then there also the lights would go off and woos and bells and all sorts of things.
Yeah. Well, we should bring that back because it brings people together.
Bringing back telethon.
Yeah. And we're going to bring everything back probably on Saturday. What are you doing Saturday? I don't think I'm doing much.
What about tomorrow? Is it too much?
Tomorrow might be a long day for both of us. And I might be a little bit tried out.
Okay. $5. Oh, there, see? That's how it was. Yeah, see, James knows.
Okay. Are you asking me to do that? Because I'll do that right now. I don't have a problem with it.
In 1988, because I know this because I went there, it was either 87 or 88, there was on LA Law, there was a black actor. His name was Blair Underwood. He was in town. So we went into the town hall and I saw him. He just looked like a black guy. He just looked like a dude. I was like, well, okay, whatever. I mean, I was only 13 or something.
Oh, and you didn't know who he was?
No, I knew who he was. I just was like particularly not caring. Right. Yeah.
P-looped give me. Can you P-looped give me?
$5.
Give me? Do you want me to give you $5?
Yeah.
And I can take my shirt off.
Yeah.
I have dark nipples, so I don't want to reveal that to the world. So we will end quickly there. Well, I feel self-conscious enough with my affliction. It's not an affliction; it's just nature, and I'm totally pasties. 21 messages were deleted by a moderator. So
what messages?
So clearly we will just stop there.
I don't understand why anyone would delete our messages.
Oh, pasties are the things that
oh yeah.
Was it Latoya Jackson or Janet Jackson? Yeah.
With the little tassels on them.
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, you got to take your pasties off.
Yeah.
21 messages were deleted by a moderator.
I don't know how that happened. Sorry, Lander, especially if it was saucy and we really needed to know. So have a wonderful night.
Yes, have a good night, guys. Thanks for coming along. Thanks to all the people who didn't say they were there. Hi. We appreciate it.
And if we're not here tomorrow, we will be here Saturday. And we're going to try, the weather's pretty warm. Emma and I tried a little bit of an experiment on Sunday morning where we actually did music at the front door. At
the front door.
At our front door outside. And it was actually I enjoyed it because no one was watching, so we could just joke around.
Yeah, but I did, but I didn't because the neighbours were there. And I'm not down.
So we're going to put up a sound barrier. Have a wonderful night, and we will see you next time.